Okay, great. So I have this live stream that is live right now. So if you could, Jacob, I'll message you since you're in a room. I'll message our thread. Here's our live stream. Yep, please mute. And then what I'll do is share my screen here. So I apologize, you're going to see me twice. And probably a third time if you're at the watch page. So what you can see is me in the background here, and I will go ahead and start a live Q&A. And we'll say, please, questions. Now, if you are in the watch page, which I will quickly move over to. Sorry, my computer's a little slow on loading everything. All right. Give me 1 second here. Yes. Yeah. So you could see on the watch page, there's now a banner here. And for the viewer to engage, I'm not a viewer, but for the viewer to engage, there would be a ask questions banner here. So if you're on the watch page, go ahead and click the ask question, and then that will populate. I'll switch quickly back into LCR. So on my end, right, here I am, the questions list has populated. It's not in your, just to be clear, it's not the same as top chat or live chat, right? These filters can still, people can still comment in here. They could still engage with the chat, but the questions list will be specifically anyone who has submitted a question through the prompt. Once I'm in here, maybe keep asking questions so I can get to the scroll part and show how the scrolling works. But yes, once I'm in here, you could go ahead, 3-dot menu, hit select question, and then from the watch. Oh, right. There is a minute delay for each. That's probably pretty important to note, actually, and I'm glad you brought that up, Sean. That might help how people are engaging with your chat. So you have a minute as a viewer in between questions that you can submit. Still probably will get that 500 question scenario, but you at least won't get people spamming over and over again. And if they don't get their question answered, they could still come back and answer it again, but they would just have to wait a minute each time. So thank you for flagging that. So you could see, sorry, go ahead, please. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So here's a question I've selected, right? I'm in the viewer mode now. So here's what the viewer sees, right? I see their name, I see the user's name. Here's the question. Me as a fun creator would be like, oh, I live in Oakland. It's the best city ever. I will die on that grave. But, something fun like that. And then when I go back into LCR, when I'm done, wow, switching back and forth in these tabs. When I'm done, as the creator, I could close this tab and you as the viewer won't see that question again. And then I would continue through the list, right? So that goes, and then I would select the next question here. What's my favorite number? And answer that, and move through the list. What I just realized, actually, and maybe Jacob, we could take that into account. Once you answer a question, it doesn't go away from the list. It still populates in that list. So you'll have to keep track of where you are. And obviously in a chat like Mr. Beast, you will probably not be answering from the top down. You'll probably be scrolling through to find something in there that's substantial and then answering that question. But for the purposes of this is how it functions for me because I only have 6 questions here. Mhm. So when you're I'm so sorry. Please, was there someone that had, answered? Yes, please, go ahead.